Dr. Hervey here. I want to take a moment today and kind of talk about a really interesting patient and family that I had the pleasure and opportunity to take care of. They said something today that kind of resonated with me. I've always known it, but it just never resonated the way it did hearing it from her. The background to the story is this is a mom, second pregnancy, came to our practice hoping to have a VBAC, found to have triplets, IVF, and she had the probably the most rarest form of triplets possible. She had mono, meaning two babies in one sac, sharing one placenta, and then die. The third baby, completely different egg and chromosomes, and in its own separate placenta and sac. What stood out to me again was upon finding out this information, she went to see high-risk doctors. Multiple high-risk doctors had suggested that she euthanize the mono babies for the concern of having preterm babies, extremely preterm babies, for the concern of normal baby being at risk to the two babies that were in the same sac. That would be the highest risk for needing to deliver early and causing significant complications for the pregnancy, requiring long hospital stays, etc., etc. So by selectively euthanizing the babies in the same sac, the singleton baby would have the best opportunity, and this has been expressed to her on multiple occasions. And again, she came to our practice, one, hoping for a VBAC until the discovery, and then now hoping for everything, that all babies had equal opportunity to live a successful, healthy life. And this is what she shared with me today in her postpartum visit, as she made it to 31 weeks and had 3 healthy babies thriving well in the NICU currently, without any major complications, but nonetheless, it was such an ordeal for her. This is what she had to say.
Things were to go south with the babies. We were to lose it, she wouldn't be as, I guess, emotionally invested, I think.
Well, and like I said, it just felt like it was like, with how much monitoring I was getting too, it just felt like it was this constant test that I couldn't pass. I had no control over, I couldn't study for it. So it was I got all these appointments, and it was holding my breath that, the babies would be okay, or, whatever. So it was just kind of challenging, I feel like, to be able to connect with the pregnancy or these babies, because transaction was the best way. It felt like a transaction. It just felt like it was this, test that I had no control over whether or not I could. There's nothing I could do.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was just challenging.
Very good
to navigate.
So, what was poignant to me, and the words that stood out to me, was a test that she couldn't study for and had no control over. A transaction is what she called that experience. The inability to connect and to bond with her babies, all 3 of them, was a significant challenge. Again, I deal with high-risk babies and moms all the time. And I often communicate to them that their job is to be excited about the babies, excited about their baby or their future family. And my job is to worry about all the complicated things that could occur in between. Clearly, this mom did everything she could to be excited about the pregnancies, but in the end, it was always a as she stated, in transaction versus that of the excitement around this baby's life. I just want to challenge, again, uh, respectfully, my colleagues and everyone out there who has the privilege to take care of moms like I do. Pregnancy can be real medicine. But pregnancy also is a chosen endeavor for many moms. Recognize it's not chosen for some. Chosen endeavor for many moms, many families excited about the potential of this new life, or for this young lady's experience, triplets. Wasn't what she wanted initially when she signed up for IVF, but nonetheless, triplets came along and she was ready to embrace that opportunity. God does not give us more than we can bear. And in our approach to it should be honest as a provider. It should be forthright. It should provide all the risks and benefits associated with that care. It should not be disparaging. It should not immediately put our own personal judgments, our own biases, our own negativism to their care. In doing so, I think we set the stage for that separation, for the emotional detachment, for the transactional experience that this mom underwent. I think the intentions of all those who communicated to the patient were true and pure, yet the communication we fail to recognize has potential harm, damage, and challenges. There's a much more humane, civil, understanding way of communicating some of the same things we communicate on a daily basis. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm just thankful that I was able to work with her. I'm thankful that we were able to find a perinatologist who was also equally kind and communicative. Every step of the way, there was a challenge where she gave a little bit, we gave a little bit. We looked, we monitored. We went as long as we could outside the hospital, up to 30 weeks. She went in the hospital for just under 2 weeks and delivered. She delivered not because of baby indication, but she delivered because of maternal indication with severe preeclampsia. Her babies are doing wonderful. She's now enjoying preparing to be a mom to triplets. The transaction's over.